Hello, fans. I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and we're going to take a look at another Lian Li fan. This one is the Unifan SL140 RGB, which is to say it's ARGB. And they call them Unifans because they interlock rather than using cables to connect to each other if they're right next to each other. And I got this one on sale, brand new, from Micro Center because, well, Lian Li had come out with their version 2s, and so they no longer needed the version 1s to be sold at a ridiculously high price. It comes with this version 1 connector, which I prefer, except for the bulk of it. It takes up a lot of space unnecessarily, which was the complaint from reviewers. And it has both PWM and SMJST 3-pin ARGB connector. It also should sometimes, well, it depends on the package that you buy. If you get a 3-pack, it will come with an adapter to go from the SMJST to the standard ARGB so that you can plug it into your motherboard or hub. If you buy a 3-pack, though, it does come with a hub of its own. And this also, for whatever reason, comes with this Lian Li sticker logo. I say for whatever reason because they've already gone to the trouble of having it machined onto the aluminum hub cover there. So I don't know, maybe some people don't want to see the technical information on the sticker here, and so they're going to put that over it. I can't really say. This is kind of an attractive fan. You can see that they've left part of the aluminum on the sides uncovered, so you can see this very shiny surface, which adds a touch of, I guess you could say, elegance, perhaps. The connectors for the fan are right there. It's in a different position than the version 2 fans. So if you see that doesn't seem to match, that's because you're trying to put together two different kinds of fans, and putting them together, if you could even figure out how to do that, might result in damage to them. Let's go ahead and show you how to connect this, and then we'll listen to the fan, and we'll also look at the quality of the lighting that is provided. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to find the side that has the pin sticking out, and you're going to use the connector here so you can see so since the pins are like this and you've got the mounting hole like that, you're going to align this thusly so that you can push it into the holes on both sides, because there is a retaining kind of a slot thing right down here and also up here. So you're going to put it into the holes here and here, push down and push that way, and now it is connected. A little bit more conservative than the AL140. So I guess it depends on what you're looking for in terms of lighting, if lighting is of concern to you. It does have corner cushions, as does the AL140. And again, you can interlock them if you have other version 1 fans like this. If you were fortunate enough to buy a set for $10 each instead of paying the usual $30+ that is the normal Lian Li abuse of wealth. Let's go ahead and listen now. All right. Oops, better turn it the other way. come on. These are a little bit tricky sometimes to get started. I am not a Lian Li fan because of poor customer service, because of obnoxiously high prices. Very quiet. Not too terribly loud. It'll sound different in your case, of course, as do all the fans that I review. And as far as this pressure, yeah, it looks like it's over 2 millimeters of water there. Yeah, I was wrong. 1.67 according to the specifications. Gosh darn it, I hate it when I get it wrong. I like this little guessing thing that I do. It, keeps me on my toes. But yeah, I can't always get it right. 1.67. Yeah, I can see now why that's 1.67. It's only about really to here, so my bad. We can use this for a case fan, intake and exhaust. We can also use it on an air cooler, but not on a radiator for a water cooler. Let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. I did forget something. So when you want to release this, you're going to push the opposite direction and it comes off. Do be careful of the pins. Sometimes the pins can become damaged and then they'll get stuck in or they won't go in, and that can cause malfunctioning, especially with the lights. I've seen comments from people with interlocking fans that have these pins that have that issue where something happens to the pins. Yeah, and that's unfortunate. Let's get ready to look at the specs. Lian Li Unifan SL140 RGB or UF-SL140-1B is, I got it for almost $11 on sale at Micro Center because they were trying to dump them. Certified by CE and ROHS, made in China, 140 by 25 millimeter. And don't know how many hours of life, but it's got a 2-year warranty, which is kind of lame when it was sold at first with the very high price of about $30 or so. 32 ARGB LEDs, and it's supported, or it works with Lian Li software as well as ASUS. Also, it's 230 grams, 7 blades, 125 millimeters between the mounting holes, 500 to 1500 RPMs, 70.5 CFMs of airflow maximum, 1.67 millimeters of water static pressure maximum, 30 decibels maximum, 49.5 centimeter long fan cable, daisy chainable and sleeved. Also the same for the LEDs, PWM and 3-pin SMJST for the connectors. It is fluid dynamic bearing, 12 volts, starting volts of 6, 1.2 watts and 0.1 amps. So that's very, very much better than the AL140, which is horribly, horribly consumptive. And this one actually gives the information about the lights. So the lights are 5 volts, 1.7 watts, with a maximum of 3.25, 0.34 with a maximum of 0.65 amps. Also, oh darn it. Sorry about that. Also, there's no indicators for direction of rotation and flow, but it turns in a clockwise direction. You get 4 screws with it, corner cushions, and that's it. Now, if you buy a 3-pack, you can get a hub with it. Thank you to Grindler, aka Lawrence Abrams, who is the owner of Bleeping Computer, for consenting to allow me to put my results in text form on Bleeping Computer's forums, as well as linking to my videos. Please visit Bleeping Computer, support them, make use of them. They're a valuable resource that's been around for 20 years, and they deserve support. They have lots of resources. You can learn about cybersecurity from them. You can get help with malware on your computer. You can get help with all kinds of stuff. They have a range of volunteers who help people who come there for advice, and they're very knowledgeable people for the most part, and some of them are very, very, very helpful. Old Sod has been very helpful to me over the years that I have asked for input on things, and so thank you to Bleeping Computer. Thank you to the volunteers on Bleeping Computer. Also, thank you to my peers on other tech forums who are so kind as to provide me with input, suggestions, feedback, and so on. I really appreciate it, but my greatest thanks goes out to Bleeping Computer because you are my text home, I guess you could say. All right, thanks also to all my viewers and subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.